Alright, what's going on, y'all? Colonel Panic here. I haven't done a video in a minute. I've been working on another purple belt project, which I honestly am not ready for yet as far as filming. Working on picking the ASA 600, and I'm just not quite there. I wanted to get some content uploaded and also wanted to give some thoughts on a new set of picks that I got. They're all the rage right now. Everybody wants them. A lot of people already have them, myself included. And that is the Jimy Longs version 5, which we have right here. I'm a big fan of Jimy Longs picks. They were among the first picks I bought when I took up the hobby. I've been doing this, would be going on, 2.5 years now. I started with his version 1 picks. I've been using them for a while. My version 1s are starting to get pretty worn, so I wanted to get these. So far what I've gotten in is the intermediate set. I wanted to do a quick review on them, give my thoughts, a couple places where I think they could improve, which up front and being brutally honest, is not much. These are outstanding. They are fantastic lock picks. So if you're not using them, I think you should be. And yeah, so there's that. I just grabbed a couple of random locks, to kind of mess with while I'm discussing some of this here. What I've got first is master lock number 3. We're going to try out his rake. I honestly don't know if this particular rake is going to work on this lock. It's got a very, very shallow bitting. If you kind of look at that, you'll see what I'm getting at. Yeah, I think it'll work. We'll get there. Let's see what happens here, right? So first and foremost, we will talk about these tincture wrenches. These are one place that I feel like this could definitely improve for a top of keyway wrench, and I'm gonna show something about why. I've got this Goal S here, and I'm gonna show kind of that right there. See that distance right there off the face, and that's the shorter side of that tension wrench. I get what Jimmy was trying to do here. He wanted this to be able to double both as a bottom of keyway wrench, right there. That fits nicely into the bottom of that keyway. It's nice and long on that long side. And as a top of keyway, so he can multi-purpose one particular tool. I get it, good idea. Problem with that I have is two things. Number one is how that sits when you're using it as a BOK. It sits like that, where a traditional bottom of keyway wrench, oh, I just lost my camera. My apologies. I'm still working on this new setup, so bear with me here, guys. This is going to be better overall. Well, I've got a webcam, a stand type webcam that I'm using now. It's hooked to my laptop. I've got OBS Studio up and running, and it's a better setup overall than using my phone. What I was saying, a traditional bottom of keyway setup is going to sit like this, where your finger could sit right here, and you've got a nice firm grip, like that. This one, I don't see this super feasible. It's not really comfortable to have to bend your wrist around that lock like that, and then you're over here trying to rake. But let's see what we can do here, trying to rake this master number 3, and hopefully it does not make me look stupid. Oh, there she went. Okay. Yeah, so that, the rake definitely works. Good design. I like these triple peak, Bogota type rakes. If I was going to throw one in a kit, this would probably be it. It's nice and versatile. The hooks, we've got 2 here, flat hooks. Where's the other one? 2 different heights. One is kind of I would call that a short and a medium is what I think I would call them. Great hooks, do their job. They're good when you got wider pins, angle pins. I like the flat hook design. These Jimy Long flat hooks are what I use to pick the Medico. Because that corner, I'm going to get this close to the camera so you can see it. That corner right there on the inside has got a nice sharp corner on it. It's very good for grabbing those Medico pins and rotating. It gets a nice good bite on the corner of the Medico pins for rotation. What I've got here is the Goal S. Why don't we try it? This is one of my comfort locks. It's one of the ones I picked when I was learning blue belt locks, and I still pick it up and pick it all the time just because it's fun. It's a fun lock. I enjoy picking it. I recommend this lock extensively to new pickers who would like to pick a blue belt lock. I like for this Goal the round hook. Which round hook do we want? That's nice medium round. I've also got the version 5 of Jimy Longs starter set that has the one hook that this set does not come with. Yeah, that's like a medium round right here. That's what I've got the starter set coming, and I've also got the gym hooks coming. TBD if I'll do a review on those. You know, everybody's doing reviews on these. But you know what? I'm bored. It's my day off. It's cold as balls outside, and I didn't really have much else to do. So we're making a video. Why not, right? So there's a little click on, I believe 5. I just barely put the pick in there. Let's see. Now the trick to the Goal S is to start really just kind of lifting pins and see what pins will set for you, because this thing has milling in it, and the pins bind up super tight. So you just kind of got to start clicking pins and see what'll move. If you look at my video on the Goal S, I discuss it much farther in depth than that. And also Marson, I linked his video in the description for that one. He's the one that taught me to pick this lock, and his video is great, so I highly recommend his as well. Yeah, pin 5 is not, is that 5? Yeah, there went 5. There must have been 4, must have been that first one I hit, because that was definitely 5. If we can stop dropping picks, we'll be good to go here. I've set, what, 3 out of 5 pins, I think. There's 2, or is that 1? That was 1. One's right there. 2. Can you give me something on 2? This thing, when you're holding tension, is almost, there's actually another little click on 4. 3. That was actually just my pick rolling off the pin. That wasn't a set. If you're holding, you know, I call this lock a medium to light tension lock. You don't need a lot, but you want enough that your pins aren't slack. Okay, there's a false set. I had a false set on 2, set net. You want a medium to light tension on this lock. You don't want your pins to be sloppy. You know, you want to have a nice. Oh, that just opened. I dropped my wrench, but it opened. There it is, right there. Okay, medium to light tension on this lock. Again, fantastic hook. These .019s are awesome. His .023s are out. You know, I may or may not pick up some of those, because I've been picking barrels lately, and I think it would be nice. I destroyed one of my Jimy Longs, my old .019s, the version 1s, learning barrels on it. Broke the pick clean. I think I'll make a slider pick out of it, because I've got a Nasa Desmo I want to work on. So anyway, just a quick update. Some of the stuff I've got going on. Again, a review on these picks. Hats off to Jimy. Thank you, my friend, for everything you do. He's always been a huge support to the community, guys. If you don't know a lot about him, you know, making these picks is a labor of love for him, especially given the price that he sells them at. His service is outstanding. He's good people. You know, hit him up on Discord if you ever want to. You know, let him know what you think. He does appreciate hearing feedback from us and how we feel about him. And as well as any, you know, criticism, constructive criticism that you have, you know, in using these picks, he's always willing to hear that too. I actually dropped him a line and talked to him about these wrenches. Again, you know, he doesn't specialize in tools, you know, overall. You know, the picks are more his thing. He only started to include these wrenches so he could offer something, you know, in the way of turning tools. I do feel like that the one place he could improve would be these. I don't know if he will put, you know, an effort into that or not. And again, I'm not mad at him if he doesn't. I don't mean that as a necessarily derogative point about this set, and I most certainly don't mean to insinuate that the set is not worth a purchase because of what these turning tools are. They are effective. They do their job. But what I think he could do is take the long side of this tension wrench and do away with that, make this the long side, and then bring back, you know, what is the long side to just almost flush, so that when you put this into a lock face right here with a flush keyway, that it sits just a little bit closer. It gives you a little bit more control, you know, like especially if you're working with spools or you need to float just a little bit, you know, manually kind of rotate. It gives you just a little bit more control in that aspect. That said, this is a fantastic set, especially if you're a new picker, man. These are one that's definitely worth your trouble. You're not gonna spend a fortune picking these up, and you can do, you know, even with just these 5, you know, that come with this set, there's not a lot I don't think that you couldn't pick with these. Very few. I even, you know, stuck one of these in the Lockwood 334 the other day, just tooling around, and you could definitely pick, you know, my 334 has an extremely tight keyway. It's actually a lot easier to pick the 334 that I've got with a .015, but with this, it definitely can be done. So I did manage to get it open with these picks the other day. I keep a stack of these master number 1s around, or number 3s. I mean, I've got some number 3s, a few number 1s, 1 or 2 number 5s, stuff like that. For rake practice, I do, you know, at least keep my skills somewhat polished on raking. The one to me that works best on that, for raking this lock that I usually use is this kind of a worm rake style. It's a real low quad from my law lock set, and then this tapered bottom of keyway wrench that they make. Man, this thing just almost in these masters is like a kiwi. It just usually just pops them right open. Yep, there it went. That's how long it takes right there. But I feel like, you know, being able to rake, while it's not super valuable in lock sports, it's a good pocket skill to have, because I've been around the block a time or two, ladies and gents. I'm a Marine Corps veteran. I've been in some sticky situations in my life, and the more you know, the less you need. So, you know, keep that in mind as you go through life. And, you know, sometimes skills like that, you never know when they may find a use. That said, you know, keep it legal. Otherwise, I don't advocate, obviously, anybody breaking the law for any reason. You know, so don't take it as I'm saying, you know, you need to know how to steal shit. That's not what I'm saying at all. But unlawful detainment is a thing in the world. You know, unlawful detainment means that somebody is holding you that is not the police. Follow what I'm saying? Anyway, I think that's about all I have for today. Happy holidays, you guys. I'm going to keep working on the ASA 600. See how far I can get on it. I may end up back burnering it for a little while. I've got a whole stack of brown belt locks. I've been buying brown belt left and right. I've got some disc detainers I'm going to work on. I'm working on an Alloy Classic tool. I've also got a Goal P over there. I'm going to get some gin action in, try to see if we can get it picked. I've got a Medico Cam brown belt. It's a 4-pin. Very tricky lock to pick, but we're going to try to see what we can do with it. And then I've also got an ASA Desmo, which I'm going to take my broken Jimy Long pick and try to make a slider tool, and we're going to have some fun doing that. We're going to keep a positive mental attitude moving forward, and that's about all I got. So much love, you guys. Of course, we have our mandatory cup of French press. This one's actually made from a really nice dark roast espresso bean. This particular bean came from Sprouts. I don't know if you guys know what a Sprouts market is, but they've got some really nice whole bean coffee at Sprouts. So I do hit them up now and then. There's a few other places I order, but Sprouts is one of the places I'll go locally. So that said, much love, God bless, and peace out.